Hi everyone, welcome to Indian Story Read Along. Today we're going to continue the stories of the 12 Jyotirlingas and we're going to focus on Vaidyanatheshwar. So this is a story about Ravana, who you may know as the bad guy from the Ramayana. He is not a bad guy in this story. We learn a lot more about Ravana, and we actually find that he wasn't really that bad when you think about it. So let's see what happens in this story. Vaidyanatheshwar. Ravana, the king of Rakshasas and scion of the Pulastya family, once betook himself to Mount Kailash for severe penance, but he could not please Shiva. There he is, right up there, saying Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, near shivalingam, right there. So he came south of the Himalayas and started a different kind of penance. In summer, he lit a blazing fire and with the fierce sun overhead, contemplated on the Lord. During the monsoon, he braved the thunder and storm and stood resolutely in the rain. And in winter, he immersed himself neck deep in ice-cold water. That's unbelievable concentration for Ravana right there. Yet he could not win over the Lord. Ultimately, this is hardcore. Ultimately, he started offering his heads in worship, cutting them off one by one. When he has thus chopped off his 9th head and was about to cut off the 10th, boom, Shiva appeared. Ravana, what is it you wish for? Why this terrible penance? Lord, says Ravana, I wish to take you with me to Lanka. This is my burning desire. So then Shiva gives him a shivalingam and says, take this linga with you and establish me in Lanka. But remember, if you should put me down anywhere en route, I will become rooted there and will not come with you to Lanka. Ravana was beside himself with joy, but as he walked through the forest, he's thinking, my bladder is full. Uh-oh, I must relieve myself, but who will hold this shivalinga for me? Uh-oh, this is a problem. Just then, he spotted a cowherd who was grazing his cattle in the forest. Hey you, come and hold this for me. The cowherd held the shivalinga, but after a while he found it becoming heavy. Oh, I will not be able to hold this much longer. You think that was Shiva's plan? I think it was his plan. He placed it on the ground. There, the shivalinga became rooted and subsequently became famous as the Vaidyanatheshwar Jyotirlinga. But wait, there's more. Ravana saw this on his return, but was not angry, for he felt proud that this Jyotirlinga had been established by dint of his effort. Well, he's saying, never mind if it is here, Vaidyanath is still my own Jyotirlinga. But then here comes Narada to stir up something. When he was back in Lanka, Narada, Narayana, Narayana, Shiva has tricked you. He promised to reside in Lanka, but is now in Vaidyanath. And Ravana says, that's true, the cheat. And in a rage, he went to Kailash. He lifted the mountain and shook it to its foundations. Can you imagine how powerful you have to be to do that? Shiva was immeasurably annoyed. Fool! You are arrogant and puffed with your own importance. Your destroyer will soon take birth on earth. Oh. Ravana then became subdued, but secretly he was also pleased, for he knew that he would meet his end at the Lord's hands. So this story was really interesting because for me, it showed me that somebody that you think might be a bad guy isn't necessarily a bad guy in everyone's story. Ravana, along with Saneshwara, is known as one of the two most important, most major Shiva Bhaktas. And that's because of the strength of the tapas and penance that they both did toward Shiva. So in a way, Shiva gave him a huge blessing that he would come to an end at the hands of Lord Vishnu, if you think about it that way. But either way, I'm glad you joined us here today. And I hope that if you enjoyed this video, that you will like this video and subscribe to our channel and join us again next time. We're not yet done our Jyotirlinga stories. So please join us again next time on Indian Story Read Along.